Walking confidently through narrow alleyways, even those with perfect sight might have trouble navigating, Budur Hassan pursues her story undeterred.
When you don't have pictures, when you don't have something visual, you have to make up for it by writing, something really solid, of being really very attentive to the smallest of details, so that the fact that you don't see, doesn't show up in your writing. So this was my main challenge, is to be able to look for the truth through people's voices, through the lilt of their voices.
To Budur, who's as proud of her activism as she is of her journalism, the most important voices to highlight are the Palestinian ones she says too often get overlooked. Which is why today she's interviewing these female produce vendors in Jerusalem's Old City. Budur, who was born mostly blind, lost what little remained of her vision 5 years ago. While she used to be nervous even going outside, lest she be judged, now she's happy to chase her stories in view of everyone.
Any person, even someone who has perfect sight, anyone who comes here for the first time can be lost and can need to ask for directions. And by the way, being lost doesn't mean just being physically lost. I guess like many foreign journalists who come here for the first time are even psychologically lost and intellectually lost in this place.
In this ancient enclave, Budur, who speaks 4 languages and writes for several online publications, says her struggle is nothing compared to the struggle of her people. Surrounded by generations worth of stories, both personal and political, she happily takes it all in. So why do you love working in the Old City so much?
Because it's a place full of contradictions.
Civilians and security, old mixed with new. Somewhere she's been able to connect to her history while also coming in to her own.
I think sometimes it's just enough for you to walk, to show people that you are just someone who might have this disability, but it doesn't mean that you should be staying at your home. And people, after seeing you once and twice and 3 times, they realize that, oops, so perhaps we shouldn't have these misconceptions, because perhaps we shouldn't feel pity.
Mohammed Jamjoom, Jazeera, occupied East Jerusalem.